What's up, all my UXuals, droids, and monkeys? It's Anna, also known as Star Wars Girl, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about how in the latest episode of She-Hulk, they basically turned her into a hoe. But before we get into that, guys, my channel is Hardcore Shadow Band here on YouTube, so every single like, share, comment really helps out my channel fighting the pesky YouTube algorithms. YouTube doesn't like it when you speak your mind and have opinions that go against what they want you to say and think. So channels like mine get shadow banned. It sucks, but you know, the only way to fight it is to do the things I said. Also, guys, if you haven't yet, maybe take a minute, smash the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. Make sure that that bell is set to all. That way you actually get notifications when I post videos and live streams. Now, with that being said, let's get on to the topic. All right, everyone. So episode 4 of She-Hulk is out. Now, I usually like to post my in-depth reviews on Monday. And so until then, I'm going to be talking about very specific scenes in this episode. So the first scene that I did want to talk about and do a highlighted video on is her dating scene. Also, guys, there is spoilers for episode 4, so if you do not want spoilers, maybe wait until after you watch the video or watch the episode to watch this video. If you don't care, then that's fine. I'm going to spoil it for you. So in this episode, one of the ongoing themes is that she's trying to date, and when she gets into work, she immediately updates her dating profile. Instead of getting actual work done, she's updating her dating profile at work. And she has her regular Jen Walters one. Her friend is like, you should try it as She-Hulk a little bit later because she's not getting any matches. And, well, I mean, she has her, like, company photos. She doesn't even have, like, fun photos of her, like, oh, look, here's my trip in Mexico with my cousin. Here's me with, like, the chopsticks for my Cheetos. Like, she doesn't have any of that. It's like, oh, all of a sudden when she wants to try dating, she loses her actual personality and she just becomes work Jen, which doesn't make any sense based on everything we've seen in the show so far. It's like these writers don't know what the fuck they're doing. Oh my god, crazy, right? So she then decides to create a profile on this dating site as She-Hulk, not taking into account that she's a public figure and she's on the news. People know where she works, they know her real name, they know her identity, they know literally everything about her now. So what does she do? Instead of being cautious, like, oh, maybe somebody might try to extort me for information. Maybe there might be some kind of, I don't know, fucking super villain that's gonna match with me and try to take advantage of me, find my weaknesses, find the weaknesses of the Avengers and my cousin and of Earth. All of the things that could possibly go wrong with internet dating. She's like, ah, fuck it. And then she goes and she starts swiping and she's like, it goes a little fast where she's like, da-da-da, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. And then she schedules dates with these guys, but not just any dates. She schedules them all on the same night at the same restaurant. She's wearing the same goddamn outfit. Like, does she just sit there? Like, they didn't even try to change it. They didn't even try to make it seem as if time passed. It literally takes place in the same night, same exact table, same exact outfit. Everything is literally the same. Just like, what are these guys on like a 20-minute time limit and they get to go make their, you know, oh, should I hang out with She-Hulk and whatnot? And so she's going through them. She doesn't like any of them. And it's like, maybe this is why you should read their profiles before just mindlessly swiping on them. Because she got a ton of matches. Wouldn't you pick the guys, like, once you start getting matches, wouldn't you pick the best ones out of the lot that you would want to you know, match with? And then she's acting like she doesn't know anything about them because they're like, oh yeah, I'm a filmmaker, oh yeah, I'm this, I'm a bodybuilder, like stuff like that. I'm like, wouldn't that already have been discussed? Like, because when you match with someone on the internet, it has like a little bio, like their name, their age, what they do for a living, some fun little things about them. And so they're having all like this small talk, and it's like, wouldn't you have already had to kind of had the small talk to be able to schedule the date before you go on the date? Like, what is this? It's like as if it's a job interview and she's like meeting them for the first time like that. And all it's made it abundantly clear to me is that the women writing this show have never actually really been on dates. Like that's all it's proving to me. They're probably girls that like started dating guys when they were like in high school, or like their family or friends introduced them and they've just been with them forever. So they don't actually know what it's like to internet date. Usually you're talking about other things by the time you're actually on the date, because again, you already read the bio. Like you'd ask them questions. Oh, well, how do you like being a doctor? Oh, what got you into bodybuilding and stuff like that? But they just made it as if like the guys are just, this is the most bizarre thing, is like a lot of the guys are asking her questions because they're interested in the superhero aspect of it. And then the hot guy at the end, because oh my god, the only good thing that's come out of this show is that I find I've found this sexy man to look at. Like, oh my god, the guy that she bangs in this episode is so fucking hot. I'm gonna put his picture up here on the screen. Like, look at that. What a beautiful man. Like, holy shit. But so he's like the doctor and he's nice to her and she's like, ooh, this guy's hot. And it's like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, didn't you see his picture when you matched with him? Like, if they're anything like his IMDb pictures, like, oh, holy shit, I'm sure every other fucking woman on the planet would match with this man. He's beautiful. And so he's nice to her and he's like, I don't really want to talk about myself. He's like, I've been on a lot of first dates. And I'm like, why? What is wrong with you? Like, this is a man that doesn't really need... I mean, I'm sorry, when you get to a certain level of hotness, like this guy is, I'm like, what are you doing? You could literally walk into any like bar, any room, and like you're gonna have a ton of women that are gonna be flocking to you. So like that whole aspect of it, I'm like, what is going on here? Again, it's written by women that have never internet dated, so they obviously don't know what it's like to be a very attractive man and, you know, be able to get whatever woman you want, which this guy can easily do, because I mean, holy crap, he's hot. But so he's just like, oh, well, I've been on so many first dates. I want to hear you. Tell me about you. And it's like, remember the guy like a minute ago that was asking you like 110 questions about yourself? You didn't like that guy. Well, that guy wasn't hot. But I'm like, you didn't like that guy. Funny how that works. But the hot guy wants you to ask questions. As a lawyer, wouldn't you be the first, not only as a lawyer, as a fucking woman, wouldn't the first thing you say, you've been on a lot of first dates, like in the back of the mind, it's like, oh, what's wrong with you? How many first dates have you been on? What's the problem? What is the problem, man? Like, what kind of doctor are you? Like, what's going on? Why is a guy that's this good looking been on so many first dates and it's not working out? That is the biggest red flag to me, at least. And so that's what I was thinking. I'm like, why isn't she gonna ask this? And then she's immediately like, let's go back to my place. And so she takes this guy back to her place. And I'm like, again, you're fucking She-Hulk and you're taking a random stranger back to your house. What if the mofo is a super villain? Like, usually superheroes are pretty good looking. This guy's ridiculously hot. You brought the hot guy back to your apartment. He could be a super villain and he could be trying to kill you. But then she like goes to kiss him and it's so like bizarre, like the way that this all works. She knocks his like drink onto his sweater and he goes to go get something to clean it off. He should have just taken his sweater with him into the kitchen and scrubbed it in the sink. But I mean, remember, he's a doctor, but I mean, maybe he's just pretty. He's pretty. He's not allowed to be smart. And so she takes his sweater and she throws it to hide it so that way he can't put it back on, which I mean, is a good view. So it was a really good view. But anyways, so she has to leave the date for a minute to go deal with some like bat demons that some magician opened, and she's got to go through the portal with Wong. But then she comes back and she's like, let me just pick this guy up and go bang him. It's like, female empowerment, right? One night stands, totally female empowerment. Now listen, not gonna judge anyone for their sex life. I don't care if, you know, you go do you. The problem that I do have is that the people that are writing this show have to preach about, oh, the patriarchy is doing this to us. Oh, men are evil. And it's like, you do realize you just wrote She-Hulk as if she was a man, right? Like, you literally just made her a sleazeball that used like the special thing about them, like basically like a rich dude using his money to get dates with women. That she basically did that, and then she banged him. And then it's like, all right. And then the next morning when like things are a little bit different because she's not as She-Hulk, she's as Jen now. She didn't really explain to this guy beforehand. She didn't say like, hey, sometimes I'm She-Hulk, sometimes I'm Jen. For whatever reason, this guy didn't know. And instead of having a conversation with him the next morning, she's like, oh, I made you breakfast. And the guy's like, yo, who the fuck are you? Which is completely reasonable if you just spent the evening with a woman and, you know, you did the deed. You got all up close and personal. You Hulk smashed. I didn't forget to use that. It's a perfect pun for this situation. They hardcore Hulk smashed, and then he wakes up and it's a completely different person. I don't think that's unreasonable. I don't think that for him it's unreasonable. And then she just like, oh, well, he's a dick because he left because he was surprised at who I really am. It's like, bitch, you should have fucking told him. Like, could you imagine? Because she's got a thing for Steve Rogers. Okay, imagine she bangs Steve Rogers, and then the next morning he's like twink Steve Rogers before he got the super serum. Same fucking situation. But no, this guy's the dick. So this just shows me again that the women that are writing this show, they made She-Hulk, well, they made Jen like act like the dude in the situation, and they have no idea how internet dating works. They have no idea how dating works. The red flag of the hot guy having a lot of first dates, like what's wrong with him? Like, first off, is he the villain? Is that why? I don't know. But it's just, it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Every situation, it's like, no wonder this bitch is single. She's a fucking idiot. Like, if she really liked this guy, one, it's like, well, there is that thing about sleeping with someone the first night. Like, what did she want? What was she looking for? Was she looking to just hook up? Because she makes this whole point about, oh, dating in your 30s suck. It's like, so what did you want? Did you want to just have a one-night stand with this guy, or did you want to have a relationship? Did you want to date him? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you actually like this guy and the first thing that you say to him is, let's get out of here and go back to my place, it seems like you just want to hook up, right? That's not going to lead to a relationship. Usually that's not going to lead to a relationship. That literally just seems like a booty call kind of situation, or a Hulk smash situation, which, I mean, if that's what she wanted, then that's fine. But obviously when he leaves and she's upset about the fact that he was shocked that she was Jen, it's like, okay, so you wanted more? Like, what's going on here? Like, 2 + 2 isn't equaling 4 right here. You're trying to make it equal 5, and 2 + 2 does not equal 5. It's just absolutely bizarre. But that's the show for you. The writers have no fucking idea what they're doing. They have made Jen into an completely incompetent at her job. She's a fucking idiot. She's so demeaning and demoralizing to her cousin and to her family. And now you've made her into like a sleazebag hoe. Like, what the fuck is going on? These people are so dumb. They have no idea how to write. Like, just not only She-Hulk, they have no idea how to write She-Hulk. They have no idea how to write real life situations between real people. It's so bizarre. It's like, what world are you guys living in? Like, oh my god. But anyways, everyone, I just kind of had to vent about this and get this off my chest because holy shit, that was bad. But guys, let me know what you think about all this down in the comment section below. If you guys liked this video, if you like my coverage of this, please smash the like button. If you didn't, that's okay too. Thank you so much for watching this far through. If you haven't already, maybe take a minute, smash the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Make sure that bell is set to all, that we actually get notifications when I post videos and live streams. And guys, remember, every single like, share, comment really helps out my channel fighting the pesky YouTube shadow ban and their algorithm, because they don't like me. They don't like me. But anyways, everyone, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and may the force be with you, because we are really going to need it. Bye, everyone. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you so much again for supporting my channel and my content. And if you guys would like to support me further, my cosplay calendar, my gamer edition cosplay calendar, is live still now on Indiegogo for a limited time only. We were very successful in the campaign, and we are currently in demand. In demand is only going to be up for a limited time only, so be sure to go check it out before we take this down. And guys, once again, thank you so much for this. If you guys want to go and back this campaign, the link is down below in the description of this video, and make sure that you guys check it regularly, because I do add updates on there and more photos are coming soon. So thank you guys. Also guys, I do have 2 different Instagram accounts. I have one where I post my artwork, where I do painting streams over on my art channel, and then I re-upload them onto my art Instagram as little time lapses. So if you are interested in art and my painting process, that's the place to go. The link is in the description description of this video, as well as my main Star Wars Girl Instagram. And on here, I post a lot of my cosplays that were not seen on the actual campaign page. So go check them out if you guys haven't already, and give me a follow. And last but not least, guys, I have a Twitch that I am trying to go. I am at 5.7K followers right now, and I'm trying to get to 10,000 by the end of the year. So if you guys haven't gone and followed me over on Twitch, go and do so now. The link is in the description of this video. I play a lot of games on here like Elden Ring and KOTOR, so go check it out if you haven't already. And that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.